are now on the train going to Chiang Mai. This is the sleeper train. This is second class sleeper. I think it's air conditioned. It sounds air conditioned, doesn't it? It's quite cool as well.
It's quite cool.
And we've both struggled to find our spots, but we've got our spots now. Roger swapped with somebody and regretted it because there's no plug now for his laptop. But
and also it was on the lower.
And now he's got to climb up a step.
Now I've got to go steps to get to mine. Mine's just at the end there. Because we weren't actually near to each other anyway, were we?
No, we weren't.
So another couple said, oh, can we be opposite each other? So I said yes. Hindsight's a wonderful thing.
It is a wonderful thing, well that's fine. But it looks like it should be quite comfy. The beds feel quite comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just have to see what it's like. We're hoping that there's not, well, a few more people are getting on at every stop, I think, aren't they? So it's going to be interesting.
Yes.
Call it off, let it go.
Good morning, everybody. So we had a night sleeping on the second class sleeper to Chiang Mai last night, and actually it was surprisingly comfortable. It was really quiet, nobody was making any noise, and it was surprisingly comfy. I was a bit sort of broken night's sleep, I guess. I kept waking up every couple of hours or so, but it's nice to be on a bottom berth because I can look out the window now, and I've been looking out the window for the last couple of hours or so and seeing the sunrise, which is always nice.
Yes, unfortunately on the top berth you don't actually get any window, so I couldn't actually see anything out there.
But no, it's been absolutely lovely, and surprisingly I slept quite well, which is always good.
And despite the ladders as they are, I actually managed to get into my berth, which was a bit surprising.
That is very surprising for you, right?
But yes, no, I slept well as well.
Obviously the movement of the train helped rock us to sleep or something like that.
Yes, yeah. So we're about an hour away from Chiang Mai apparently, and people are just starting to wake up.
We're just looking at the scenery out of the window. I can see cows out there and all kinds of things.
Not the cleanest window in the world,
No,
it has to be said.
Filthy window, but it's fine. I can still see out of it just about, so that's all that matters. We're wandering around Chiang Mai today, and we decided to stop en route to, we don't really know where we're going. We've been to one temple, it's very pretty. And we've stopped for a banana smoothie because we had blueberry smoothies the other day, which we really liked. These ones aren't quite as nice, I would say.
No, I would agree with you on that one.
But nice and refreshingly cold, so that's important.
Yeah.
So we're currently in Wat Chedilang in the middle of Chiang Mai. It's another temple. There's a lot of those around in Thailand. And they're very intrigued by the fact that this next little bit here, it says there's no women allowed, only men. There's a sign that says why are no women allowed, so we're going to have to read that and find out why. Because we haven't seen that anywhere else in Thailand, have we?
And I'm going to have to go in and report.
You are indeed. That's your job now.
Thank you.
So we've come off the tourist track, we've come out of the old town, and we've wandered around, and this is the Silver Temple, and it just looks so different when it's not gold. It is absolutely beautiful, and it's also very, very peaceful here because there's not many people, which is nice, and that's because we're off the beaten track. Sadly, I couldn't go in because it's another one that the men are only allowed to go, and that's because it's to do with monks and the fact that men can become monks and women can't. Today we got up quite early again, seems to be a bit of a theme for this holiday.
It does at the moment.
So we're up at 6 and we ordered a taxi to bring us up to the Monk's Trail, which is an steeply uphill path that runs between the bottom of the trail, this temple Wat Phra, and the one at the top, which is Doi Suthep. It's beautiful.
It is lovely, and really dense jungle as well. Not here, obviously, but we have been through really dense jungle. It's quite amazing, really.
It is lovely.
And just building something like this in the middle of nowhere just goes to show how much they respected their religion.
Yeah. Yeah, it's incredible. It's so peaceful, it's lovely. So we're walking, or should I say, climbing the Monk's Trail. We've been to the first temple, which was called Wat Phra, which was lovely. We couldn't sadly go in because we were a bit stupid and we forgot about the fact that we needed to wear long trousers if we wanted to go in. But they did say the second half was very steep, and it was kind of a path, but it was not really a path, and I think they're probably right because this is definitely more climbing than walking. And yeah, it's quite interesting actually. It's an experience, I think it's fair to say. Just trying to find where to put my feet now. Definitely an experience. I shouldn't have had this water bottle in my hand either, I don't think, because I can't really get up here very easily. I feel a bit like David Bellamy coming through the undergrowth. Whew, that was just one little tiny bit of the steepness, and still it goes on. So we climbed up the Monk's Trail and we have made it to Doi Suthep, I think it is. Doi Suthep, I think it is.
I have to say the trail wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No.
It was steep in places. It was very steep in
the beginning
places.
and the end that were the steep clambery bits, weren't they? The rest of it was fine. It was completely walkable.
Yes.
But yeah, no, we made it up to the top, and we've now borrowed these to come in because we were very foolish and we forgot about the fact we were coming into a temple and we wore shorts. But actually we paid 20 baht to borrow these, and you didn't have to pay anything if you didn't want to, so that was more than fine. It's 100 baht to get into the temple for both of us as well.
And that included the lift.
That included the lift, yeah, which was quite cool.
Yes.
And now we're inside the temple and we're just going to have a little explore and see what there is. And we're just looking at the gold pagoda over my shoulder. It looks absolutely amazing.
They do like their gold, don't they?
They do love their gold. So here we are at Doi Suthep Temple, and this is meant to be a stunning view of Chiang Mai, but unfortunately it's very grey and smoggy or smoky, I can't really tell which, possibly both. The temple itself is absolutely stunning, but sadly the view is not really up to much today.
It's not great, but you can actually see the jungle down there.
You can, which was amazing to walk through as well.
It was. Yeah, really glad we
was
did
lovely.
that.
Yes,
There's quite a few people up here, and by the looks of things, majority have actually come by coach.
Yeah, not many people. We had 2 or 3 people on the path we saw.
Yes,
but that
not
was
many
about
at all. But yes, it's well worth the climb,
Yeah, if you're here, it is definitely.
and you're
worth it.
moderately fit.
Yeah. Yeah, the second bit was quite steep in places, but it was only in places, wasn't it? A lot of
It
it was
was.
perfectly fine to walk.
Yep. And if you do it very early in the morning.
And wear long trousers,
Yeah.
because that way you don't have to then borrow anything when you get to the temple, because we're very stupid.
Yes, didn't even think about it.
This is an image of the elephant. This is the white elephant that King Kuei Na was riding. And basically he put the holy relic of the Buddha on the back of the elephant, and then he said, may this holy relic perform a miracle to compel the elephant to stop. And what that meant was wherever the elephant stopped was going to be a holy place. And the first place he stopped was Wat Phra Lat, which was where we walked through on the way up the Monk's Trail. And he trumpeted 3 times there, and then he carried on walking. And when he got to the top of the hill, he arrived at Phalad, which is this one here. And he stopped and trumpeted again, and then circled 3 times round. And that was why the elephant is sacred up here. And then this is where they buried the relic of the Buddha. And then the elephant, when it got to the top here, was released, which was always good. Clever elephant.
We came up in the lift because we weren't actually aware that these steps existed. But we've decided to actually go down via the steps because they look quite cool. They've obviously got snakes going all the way down them, or serpents and things. And yeah, they were built in 1557, these steps. And this was the first steps up to the monastery. So the monastery was built way before then. But presumably at that time, if the monks wanted to get to the monastery, they had to go up through the jungle. 300 steps there are here. Glad we're going down rather than up.
Today we've just been picked up from the hotel. It's just before 9 o'clock in the morning, and we are going to the Siam Garden cooking school today.
Yeah, we thought we'd try something different.
Yep. So I think we get to cook 6 different things during the morning. It's about 6 hours we're there for. It'll be really exciting. I think it'll be really interesting, something different, as you said. Yeah, it'll be good to go and see.
It will do.
Well, we've had lots of Thai food since we've been here. It'd be nice to actually cook some, and apparently you get an online cookbook afterwards as well, which is always handy.
Yep.
So yeah, it'll be really good to go and have a try at something different. So we're at the beginning of our day with the cooking school, and we stopped in a local market, and she was explaining to us about the different kind of fruits, and we decided to buy some for the train tomorrow. So we've got a rose apple, and we've got some pomelo as well to try on the train tomorrow.
So apparently the rose apple is very much like a British apple,
But very sweet, she said.
but very sweet.
So yeah, but she did also say that not many fruits are in season because it's not the season for fruits at the moment, which is interesting. But no, we're going to have a little wander around the market and see what else there is.
She was also explaining about the different types of rices.
Yeah. Should they have over 100 types of rice? in
Over 100
Thailand?
types of rice, which is quite amazing, isn't
It
it?
is incredible. This is Roger trying to roll his spring rolls.
Yeah, thanks.
Not that I'm judging you, Roger, at all.
No,
That's looking pretty good. Looking
Stop
really
in the
good.
middle, go left and lie in. Then until the end. Okay, follow me please. Check them.
That's looking pretty good, Roger. That is very impressive.
that's quite interesting. A bit smaller than others, but
Very impressive. There is Roger's spring roll, deep fried to perfection. This is my authentic Thai green curry that I've just made. It smells and tastes absolutely delicious, and I'm looking forward to eating it. Roger made the same thing. Oh, sorry, thank you.
somewhere.
Yeah.
And these are the ingredients for the next bit.
This is going to be the fried chicken with cashew nuts, I think, isn't it?
So a lot of the streets in Thailand have what we assume is for blind people, this kind of walky bit down the middle,
And
which
it's got
is
kind of lumps on it so people can feel where they're going.
which is admirable. But then you get to a piece like this, whereby you've got a wire here that could easily garrote you. You've then got a bit that, if you were partially sighted or anything,
You wouldn't be able to get round
would
there.
be an absolute nightmare. And it then continues like that for the rest of the path. And that's how a lot of Thailand is,
Yeah.
isn't it? All the paths and everything in Thailand are very much like this.
Or they're covered with tables and chairs.
Yes.
Or there's just great big holes in the ground as well, which is another interesting factor. I think your guide dog might have a bit of a problem around here, let's put it that way.
Although I haven't seen a single guide dog, but there you go.
No, I haven't either.
This morning we did our cookery class.
We did.
And what did you think of it?
I really enjoyed it. It was a bit manically. It was very busy, I would say. You didn't have much time to kind of take in what she was telling you. And we cooked 6 things, didn't we?
We did.
And we did actually say it probably would have been better if we'd only cooked 4.
Yep.
Um,
But yeah, they picked us up from the hotel at 9 o'clock
Yeah.
and dropped us off at 2 o'clock.
yeah.
We
And
did go to a market.
We did go to, and she showed us all the different fruits and vegetables, which was really good because we bought a couple for the train
Yep.
tomorrow, which was nice.
Yeah, really interesting just to see what they do in these markets. And it was very much a locals market,
It
wasn't it?
was, yeah. But it was lovely, wasn't it? It was nice to do that.
It was.
And then we went on to the cookery school, and she showed us around some of the herbs and things that were in the garden as well, didn't she?
Yep.
Which was good. Yeah, and we really enjoyed it. I mean,
Yes, we did, yes.
We cooked a curry paste and a curry. Then we cooked a fried chicken and cashew nuts.
Yep.
You did spring rolls and I did a chicken salad.
Yep.
And then we did, I can't remember what else we did.
I did a banana.
Oh, you did a banana spring roll as well, didn't
Yes,
you?
I
And
did.
I did a sticky mango rice, which was really nice.
Coconut soup.
Oh yes, we did a coconut soup. Yeah, it was really, really nice. It was very, very well organised, incredibly detailed in all the stuff that they told you what to do as well, wasn't it?
It was, yes. There were 16 of us there.
There were, yeah, quite a big group.
But yeah, no, it was very good. Very good. But as I say, it was a bit manic and very much a case of, okay, put this in now.
Yeah.
So you're all cooking at the same time, which is fine. But you can't miss your cue on that.
No.
But no, a really good way to spend a day in Chiang Mai.
It was, yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was about £20 each, wasn't it?
Something along those lines. Yes, it was.
And it was worth every penny because I mean, we're not going to have dinner tonight because we've eaten so much, let's put it that way. So
yeah, there was a lot to eat there.
there was a lot to eat there. But it was really good and the people were lovely, very friendly. Yeah, it was a really nice thing to do, I would say.
And I was expecting the demographic to be older, should we say? We had this conversation before we went, didn't we?
We did.
You said no, they wouldn't be. And they weren't at all, were they? They were all
No.
quite young people.
So what did we think of Chiang Mai generally? We've been here for 4 nights. Haven't we? Yes, we have been here for 4
We
nights.
have been here for 4 nights. So it's billed as kind of a bit of a hippie town.
Yeah. And I would say there's probably just as many white Westerners here as there are
Yeah,
Thai people, or certainly in
definitely.
the old town bit anyway.
Yes.
Um,
Yes, it's very popular to come to, isn't it? For
it is very popular.
tourists.
Very popular to come to.
It does seem that if you're a tourist coming to Thailand, that this is on the list of
Yeah.
places to come to.
Yeah.
But despite that, no, again, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I have too. It's been a very easy town to get round, hasn't it?
It has.
Everything's within walking distance in the old town, which is really nice.
Yes, the old town's a complete square, which is interesting.
It's about a mile long on each side, and it's got in parts. It's got old walls around it and
Yes,
a
it
moat
has.
all the way around as well, which is quite interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's been really, really interesting, hasn't
It
it? We
has.
did wander outside of the old town as well, didn't we, when we went to see the Silver Temple, which
Yes.
was really good.
Yep.
So one day we just spent wandering around the old town of Chiang Mai, and we went to various temples and things like that, didn't we? Just
Yes.
sort of wandered around, had a bit of drinks and lunch, and yeah, it was really good.
We did the Monk's Trail.
We did the Monk's Trail, which was excellent. I really enjoyed that, up to Doi Suthep. That was really good.
It was.
We did a cooking class.
Yeah.
We did our washing.
We did our washing.
Has to be done.
These things have to be done. And once again, food, we've been eating street food, haven't we?
Yeah.
And so last night, for example, between us we had 3 main courses.
3
'cause
dishes, yeah.
We're quite gutsy.
Because we'd walked the Monk's Trail in the morning, hadn't we? We hadn't had any lunch, so we were quite hungry by the evening.
And
I'd done an 8-mile run in the evening as well.
that's true. And in total, that was
Less than £6, wasn't it, for 2 of
yeah,
us?
for 2 of us, including a beer and a smoothie.
Yeah.
So again, can't really complain about that kind of thing.
No. No, I really like Chiang Mai, and I think it's a really nice, easy city to get around. There don't seem to be that many Thai people here, do there? I know
No,
that
they
sounds a
don't,
strange
no.
thing to say, but
No, I agree. I agree. So we're sitting in a park at the moment, and this park is literally 100 metres away from where we're
yeah,
staying.
not very far at all.
And this is the place that everyone comes to pose.
Yeah.
I think is probably the best
Yeah.
description of it.
Yeah.
So there are people playing badminton. We can see there's somebody who has a tightrope,
Slackline business, isn't it? Yeah.
slackline,
Yeah.
and you've been running here 3 times, haven't you?
I have. I've done 2 mornings and 1 evening run. The morning runs were fine because I was here by 5:45 in the morning on both times, and actually it was mostly Thai people walking or very gently jogging around the track, which is absolutely fine. By about 7 o'clock, there were a few more Westerners coming in, but generally they only did 2 or 3 laps and then they went off.
And they seem to do various forms of exercise as well around in the park.
They do Tai Chi in the mornings, and often at this time of night, or yesterday when I was here at this time of night, they did a very loud exercise class with a sort of a boom box playing, which was fine.
Yep. And when we first arrived, they were doing yoga, weren't they?
They were, yeah, big yoga.
There was a huge yoga class.
There
So there
was
was
a
a
huge
lady
yoga.
standing on a hill,
Yeah,
and there must have been 100 people
at least I would say, yeah.
doing this yoga class.
There's people playing badminton in here, there's people playing tennis in here. You name it, it goes on in this park, I reckon.
does.
I think it's fair to say. And there's also 2 or 3 little refreshment places around the edge. There's a couple of public toilets in here as well.
There's exercise machines, so
Yeah.
these are fixed exercise machines. Yeah, it's a really good little park, actually,
It is,
isn't
it's
it?
a lovely little park.
But yeah, going back to Chiang Mai, yep, highly recommend it. Probably 4 nights again.
Yeah, I would say that's about right, yeah.
Is a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. This is Ingmon House. This is where we're staying in Chiang Mai. It's just off the main street that goes right round the edge of the old city. It's about £30 a night, wasn't it, for the 2 of us? Which is for a private room with a bathroom.
Yeah, I think it was a bit less than that. Actually.
Was it a bit
Wasn't £25 a night, I
Okay,
think.
£25 a night. Can't remember. Somewhere between 25 and 30. Anyway,
Wh-
not expensive.
Which includes breakfast.
Yep. And yeah, it's been very comfy and very quiet. This is our room. It's quite small but very comfy. This corner unit is actually quite clever because it's got a small wardrobe there. It's got tea and coffee and water there. It's got a TV, which we haven't watched at all. It's got a hairdryer and a mirror here, and a couple of chairs as well.
Again, air conditioning, which
Yeah.
is important.
Little fridge as well, which is always helpful.
It's got an outside area, which has actually been quite handy because we've done a few bit of washing, and we brought a line with us.
It was very handy for drying things.
It was
wasn't
exceptionally handy. And the bathroom, a nice shower, although Jill has had a shower first thing in the morning and a couple of mornings and said there's been no hot water. But, every time I've had a shower, it's been fine. So, yeah,
Small but perfectly formed, I think it's fair to say.
indeed. And in a good position. So this is the Ingmon.
Ingmon House, this is.